What is good, YouTube? We are back. Today we're going to be going over the situation that the Los Angeles Lakers are in because their season is in an absolute jeopardy. If you guys have not known, Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves are out. We're going to talk about it more, delve deep into it, and see what the Lakers are actually going to look like going forward and when Luka and Reeves could potentially return because this team pretty much needs them to have any sort of playoff success, especially the further they go into it. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Luka Doncic, the other day, in the game versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, was diagnosed with a grade 2 hamstring injury. If you guys don't know, that usually takes around 3 to 6 weeks to recover. And what's crazy is, he should not have even been in that game in the first place. If you are the Lakers medical staff, if you are JJ Redick, you are well aware that the playoffs are only 5 games away. So why in the world would you decide to play Luka Doncic? Because in the first quarter, Luka was already looking like that leg was really getting to him. And I don't know if that's something that, he might have felt going into the game, but right around that first quarter mark is when there should have been eyebrows raised. People should have actually went in, especially at halftime, and really looked at that hamstring and told him, like, hey, Luka, maybe you should not be playing right now. And as the game went on, it just kept getting worse and worse. And by the time it was the third quarter, Luka was still in the game, and the score was, the Lakers were down 30. The Lakers were down 30 points. Your star player, top 3 player in the NBA, is clearly not feeling it, and you decide to keep him in the game. It literally just reminded me of, like, I hope it's nowhere near that, and it obviously is not. But, seeing Derrick Rose in a game that he should not have even been in, or seeing Tyrese Halliburton when he was playing with an injured hamstring, the same thing that Luka Doncic had, and he tore his Achilles, and he still has not played a minute of basketball since. And, granted, that was in the NBA Finals, so that was actually, it made more sense for Hallie to actually play in that game. This is a regular season game on a random Tuesday. Who cares if Luka Doncic is not playing? He should not have even been in the game, and especially if they had no concerns prior to it. They should have pulled him out around halftime. That's at least reasonable. He should not be in the game third quarter down 30. It makes no sense. And it does not just end there. I wish this was an April Fool's prank. I wish it was something along those lines. But we just found out today, news came out today, that Austin Reaves is set to miss 4 to 6 weeks with a grade 2 oblique injury. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The Lakers season may as well just be over unless LeBron can turn back the clock, make it 2018, and just go absolutely insane, because that's what this team is going to need from him. I mean, that is what's going to need to be the case. And we're talking about the LeBron that's 41 years old, 23rd season LeBron, averaging just 20 points per game as a third option LeBron. And I mean, can you imagine if he actually goes in there, wins a first-round matchup, maybe even a second-round matchup, and then Luka and Reeves come back potentially in the the end of the second, third round, and the Lakers actually go on to win the NBA championship? It would be absolutely legendary. But again, this is very far-fetched. This is very far away from being a possibility. We'll just have to see coming forward. But I mean, hey, if anyone could do it, it's Bron. We've seen him pull off some crazy things before. We'll see, man. I really hope that the Lakers are able to still, play quality basketball. I mean, their current matchup would be the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, the Minnesota Timberwolves are not the team that they have been the past 2 years, just based off of how they've looked this regular season. They don't look as good. Anthony Edwards, as a player individually, is having the best season of his career, though. So if he, who takes it up a notch in the playoffs historically, takes it up a notch once again, that will be scary, scary business for the Los Angeles Lakers. But the team itself has not been looking like that. But then again, it's the Timberwolves. They've been in back-to-back Western Conference Finals. It's hard to count them out. It will be a favorable matchup for the Lakers, though. I mean, considering that, there's a chance that they could face a team like the Denver Nuggets. There's a chance they could face a team like the Spurs if they just completely lose out. They could fall down. So if you want to face a team, it's probably going to be Minnesota, or it's probably going to be the Houston Rockets, who I think that the Lakers actually match up pretty well against too. And, there's many reasons why the Rockets would be a good matchup for the Lakers. The Rockets have not been playing quality basketball most of the season, especially when it comes to late game clutch situations. So I think that the Lakers would have a good chance in that. But, then again, this is all still up for speculation. We'll have to see when the season actually ends to see who they will be facing, because anything could happen within these next 5 games. Their current lineup, though, is what scares me, because this current lineup will consist of, and I don't know if this is a championship quality lineup. You guys tell me for yourselves. We have Marcus Smart, who's probably going to have to be the starting guard at this point. And then at the 2, we might even have to play Jake LaRavia, who typically plays a forward, but I mean, I guess he could jump on and, play the 2 guard. Rui Hachimura will be in the forward position. Obviously, LeBron James will be in the forward position. And then DeAndre Ayton as a center. Oh, man, they might be cooked. They might be cooked. This is a team where LeBron, this entire season, who has been pretty healthy, aside from the start of the season when he dealt with that sciatica injury. Besides that, LeBron's been pretty healthy. And the reason why is because he's been more of a third option. He hasn't had to play with the ball in his hands as much. You have Reaves pretty much being the second option, and Luka obviously, being the starting pack of this offense. So LeBron has not had to do too much, which I guess is in the Lakers' favor at this point, because LeBron is pretty much, the healthiest that he can be. But what you can expect from LeBron now is just the Lakers have to completely adjust their entire game plan. They can't be running the same schemes that they were running before, because with Luka Doncic, obviously he's an engine, he's a system himself. So you can't really do that now. And LeBron was giving it his all on the defensive end. He really bought into that defensive identity, and that's why the Lakers were able to really increase their effort on that end of the floor, was because Bron didn't have to do too much on the offense. He would just kind of, play off ball for the most of it. So you're going to have some other people really buy in defensively, really turn it up a notch for this Lakers team to be, just their defensive, because you're going to need to have that end of the floor when it comes to playoff time. It's going to be really hard. I feel so bad for Lakers fans, because right at the end of the season, this happens. Your 2 top guys get injured, and LeBron, who is 41 years old in his 23rd season, pretty much you're asking him to be your only hope for the Lakers to make it out of this round, because it's looking highly, highly unlikely that Reaves or Luka will be back anytime for the first round. They're going to need to make it, at least for this first one. But, we'll see whatever happens with the Lakers. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think the Lakers are absolutely cooked? Or do you think that, they still got a fighting chance with Bron being the first option and with the supporting pieces around them being able to buy in to this new system that they're going to have to develop? JJ Redick's going to have to completely change all the schemes. Do you guys think the Lakers are going to be able to succeed with that? Or do you think they're going to get absolutely swept and demolished in the first round? We'll see. Let me know down below. If you're still here, I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to catch you on the next one. Take care.